Good morning, everyone. Today is the 26th of February, 2021. It's a Friday, beautiful Friday morning, and we are live here in Doha, Qatar for the Philippine Professional Organization Qatar Chapter turnover ceremony for 2021. And of course, the music video launching of Filipino Kagabay and Ligpud ng Mundo. I am your host, RJ Georgie from Kabay Radio 94.3, the local Filipino radio station here in Qatar. And I am joined by none other than one of the representatives of the 14 organization leaders. This is, I would like to introduce to everyone, Mr. Peach Dale Esloyo, PNAQ President 2021.
All right, that's right. Thank you, RJG. It's always a pleasure that I am with you. It's a privilege, actually.
Likewise.
And of course, our participants right now and other officer member organizations who are watching live via Zoom webinar. Of course, we would like to remind everyone that even though we are conducting this kind of activity, we are observing the COVID-19 precaution. How about that, Ms. RJG?
Yes, that is true. We are following the regulations stipulated by the Ministry of Public Health, and we are totally practicing social distancing and mask wearing in the venue today.
Yeah, our participants are also streaming live via YouTube. For those who are streaming via YouTube, do not forget to click that bell button and subscribe as well.
I think we're also live on Facebook.
And Facebook as well, yes. Okay, so what do we have next?
Shall we start the ball rolling?
All right, here we go. So to start this activity, let us welcome, of course, and to welcome the 14 strong and united Philippine professional organizations in Qatar. Let us welcome, of course, Engineer Jaime Fortaleza, the Integrated Electronics Communications Engineers of the Philippines Qatar Chapter, Governor 2009, and the current Philippine Professional Organizations Qatar Secretary for 2021. Let us welcome him.
Morning. Good morning, everyone. Maraming salamat to all of us na umatin dito sa program ito. So I would like to present the PPO officers and the 14 organizations. PPO Chairman, Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo. PPO Secretary, Engineer Sherwin C. Caplanca, Professional Electronic Engineers, ASEAN Chartered Professional Engineer, ASEAN Engineer. Jaime Fortaleza, yours truly, PPO Secretary. PPO Q Treasurer, Ms. Mary Rose Oy. Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines, Incorporated, State of Qatar. President, Engineer Rodelyn Reyes, Professional Electrical Engineer, ASEAN Chartered Professional Engineer, ASEAN Engineer. Institute of Civil Engineers of the Philippines, Qatar Chapter. Engineer Mark Anthony P. Abindan, ASEAN Chartered Professional Engineer, ASEAN Engineer. Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountant, Qatar Chapter. President, Engineer Alvin Pulido. Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineer, Qatar Chapter. President, Engineer Michael T. Servin, Professional Mechanical Engineer. United Architects of the Philippines, Qatar Chapter. President, Architect Mario Herman M. Macaranas. Philippine Nurse Association Qatar. President, Mr. Pitts Del Isluyo. Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines, Qatar Chapter. Governor, Engineer Kinsley Armon Manisi. Electronics Engineer, ASEAN Assistant ASEAN engineer, lead green associate. Filipino Radiographers Association Qatar Incorporated, President Mr. Primo Pagdato. Philippine Associations of Filipino Educators Qatar, President Miss Cleope Macaraig Pascual, Education PhD. Philippine Associations of Respiratory Practitioners in Qatar, President Mr. Gaison Pastoral. Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines, Qatar, President Engineer Melvin Bidanya, Geodetic Engineer, ASEAN Engineer. Filipino Dentist Organization in Qatar, President Dr. Christian Marvin de la Cruz. Nutritionists, Dietitians Associations of the Philippines, Qatar Chapter, President Mr. Michelle M. Calapano. Integrated Philippine Associations of Optometrists Incorporated Qatar, President Dr. Jane Cecil Kadag. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May we please call on Mr. Gemar Tabili, PPOQ Chairman 2019, for the invocation. May we also request everyone to remain standing for the national anthem, as this is to follow immediately.
Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful day that you have allowed us to gather in a unique way to celebrate your goodness. We praise you that as this year, challenging as it looks, you have still allowed us to breathe for at least
Garcia from PISU. He is our 2010 PPOQ chairman. From 2011, architect Isaias Jean Tabuso from UAP. Our 2012 PPOQ Mr. Frank Gumadre from PINA. And PPOQ 2015, Engineer Bernard V. Aller. PPOQ 2016, Engineer Gerald Managelan from PICEQ. 27, PPOQ Chairman, Architect Michael Nino Garcia. PPOQ Chairman 2018, Engineer Voltaire Caberos. PPOQ 2019, Jemar Tabili from PICPAQ. And PPOQ 2020 Chairman, our outgoing Chairman, Mr. Sirio Caras of PINA. These leaders have sacrificed and dedicated their services to this organization. And wherever you are, I hope you are all safe. To all the community members and partners that will be joining us from Bayanihan, Qatar, you have toiled so hard to complete the music video that we will be launching today. Thank you very much and welcome to this event. Today will be a special day in the history of PPOQ, and this event would never been achieved without the support of the organizing committee that worked so hard to make this day a memorable one. Thank you very much to all of you. So ladies and gentlemen, dear leaders, let us all sit back and enjoy today's unfurling events. Wherever you are participating right now, welcome to the PPOQ turnover ceremony and launching of Filipino gabay at ng mundo music video. Mabuhay ang mga bayaning Pilipino, mabuhay ang PPOQ. Good morning.
Among the many yearnings of OFW, considering as the modern day heroes, is to obtain their professional licenses through the Professional Regulatory Commission, the PRC. Qatar has almost 250,000 individuals seeking a PRC license and professionals who are more than willing to guide them for knowing it will benefit them greatly. I've been part of the conception of PPOQ committee way back 2009. And I would like to share with you how the organization was formed. In the first quarter of 2008, the PSME and IIA invited all other professional organizations in Qatar for a meeting regarding the possibility of PRC board licensure examination in Qatar. During that meeting, held at Qatar Bowling Center, 4 organizations, namely the PSME Qatar, the IISQ-C Qatar, PIC Qatar, and the UEP Qatar chapter agreed to unite in order to accomplish the goal to have the first ever special professional licensure board examination in Qatar. In the third quarter of 2008, Pulu'ua notified the community about the upcoming visit of the Philippine President, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, to Qatar. By the end of 2008, the PSME Qatar, IISQC, PICE Qatar, and United Architects of the Philippines Qatar chapter accordingly convened a meeting and agreed to prepare a position paper for inclusion of Qatar in the conduct of a special professional licensure examination in the Middle East, to be presented to the President of the Philippines through Pulu'ua and the Philippine Embassy. The optimism and perseverance of these 4 organizations I mentioned a while ago paid off when the President of the Philippines, during her visit to Qatar on December 28, 2008, whom had committed to bring the PRC SPLBE team the following year to conduct the professional licensure examination. With her commitment, the 4 organizations acted upon and immediately convened to come up with a coordinated plan in facing the challenges for a successful conduct of the SPLE in Qatar. Discussion on the exact date of the exam, logistics were undertaken. Most of the organization meetings were held in the Coffee Beanery near Ramadan Signal on a regular basis to establish a well-laid plan through guidance of Engineer Ray Castillo and yours truly, whom we both came from Saudi and have experience in the conduct of SPLBE. It was agreed by the group from the SPLE ad hoc committee and unanimously appointed Engineer Ray Castillo as the committee chairman. It was further agreed that appointment of organization host chapter chairmanship shall be rotational mode. After a continuous follow-up and coordination with the Professional Regulation Commission, the first SPLE Qatar was finally realized on November 26, 2009, during the Eid al-Fitr holiday held at the Philippine International School, Qatar, the PISQ. In 2010, PICPA finally decided to join the group and from there, the participating organization decided to rename the organization to Philippine Professional Organization Qatar, by which Engineer Eric Garcia of PICE Qatar, the newly formed PPOQ, chaired the newly formed PPOQ in accordance to the agreed host chapter chairmanship. The PPOQ was essentially created to assist the PRC and Puluoa Philippine Embassy in the conduct of examination and prepare the examinees by conducting review classes prior to taking the SPLA. The evolution of the organization continued with PNAC joining, followed by the ICIP, PILRAC, and so on and so forth. Today, there are 14 strong and active professional organizations and still counting. Through the years, PPOQ had served the overseas Filipino workers, enhancing their professional careers. Numerous OFWs were given a chance to be a licensed engineers, nurses, architects, and teachers, which gave them the right to be listed in the PRC Book of Professional Registry. PPOQ has also been a partner of Puluoa and Philippine Embassy in various community-related activities. We have provided support for the social and charitable activities. Actively participated in community services and outreach program without losing focus on their core mission of PPOQ, which is to support and serve all the professional OFWs in Qatar. This screen is yours, Ms. MC.
Thank you so much, Engineer Robert Mabulay, live all the way from Manila, Philippines. Up next, may we please call on, of course, it's such a pleasure for me to be joined by, again, one of the leaders of the 14 strong organizations here in Qatar, the current PNAQ president. May we please welcome Mr. Peach Dale Esloyo.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, it seems that I'm the host and I'm also going to introduce someone today. So the one that I will be introducing today is close to me. I know her well. And of course, she is currently the general manager of a private nursing and medical facility here in Qatar. She graduated her bachelor's or finished her Bachelor of Science in Nursing at St. Scholastica College of Health Science. After that one, she took her clinical experience at Sacred Heart Hospital in 2005 to 2008 in Cebu City. After that one, she took a humongous step towards going to Qatar and work as a staff nurse. However, her capabilities excel so much that year after year, she was promoted to head nurse, then nurse supervisor, then to home care manager, and currently as a general manager. As a general manager, she has had a lot of trainings. One of them are Healthcare Business Forum Leadership at Dubai Convention Center, as well as a palliative care training at Bangkok, Thailand. And the latest was Global Care Coordination Forum at Hamburg, Germany. She is also a lead auditor, certified ISO 45001-2018, occupational health and safety management in nursing, as well as a leader. She led the company in terms of volunteer swabbing in the Ministry of Public Health from March 2020 until present. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you the active member as well as the president of the Philippine Nurses Association Qatar 2019-2020, Ms. Mary Rose Bowie. Ma'am?
Thank you for that, Mr. Peach, for the wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone. To our Philippine Labor Attaché, David Desdicang, Philippine Embassy Welfare Officer, Perlita Panganiban, PPOQ Chairman, PPOQ officers and members, friends, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning to all of you. Chairmanship of Philippine Nurses Association last year was both exciting and challenging. Exciting because we were given the opportunity to lead a very prestigious professional organization besides being the front line. Challenging because it was the start of the COVID-19 pandemic where it threatened not only Qatar but the entire world. Maybe it was fate that we were the one assigned to lead the PPOQ because of the pandemic. Our leadership journey faced with lots of challenges both individually and professionally. Organization-wise, we faced a lot of challenges that we never expected to happen. Same with other organizations. Ours wasn't even perfect either. But we both continued to achieve perfection in little ways we can, to provide support to our colleagues in other organizations and to all kababayans also here in Qatar. Looking after the welfare of the organization is not all about being elected, but it is about the responsibility and accountability. Gladly, we were able to meet the targets that we aimed to achieve amidst the threat of the pandemic. Today marks the end of our term, in which we are both happy and at the same time emotional, as we will be turning over our roles that become part of our day-to-day routine for the past year. However, let me take this opportunity to thank you for your time, effort, and for your significant contribution for making past year a successful one. We won't be able to achieve our targets without you by our side. On behalf of the Philippine Nurses Association Qatar, we would like to thank personally our Philippine Labor Attaché, Honorable David Desdicang, for being always in our side during our term. Your unending support to our organization will never be forgotten. To the Polo OWA admins and staff who always assist and answers all our questions and queries. To all, of course, our handsome PPOQ chairman who were tirelessly helping us all throughout the year, and of course, the PPOQ officers and members who help and guide us on that journey. Really, thank you. To the newly sets of PPOQ officers, accept our warm wishes and congratulations to all of you. And we wish you all the best on your journey. On behalf of the 14 PPOQ organizations, I would like to congratulate Engineer Adonis. I know that you deserve to be the chairman, and we have a big hope on your leadership. Rest assured that we will be here at your side to support you as always. Once again, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much. And now to introduce the IECEP President of 2020, may we call in the current IECEP Qatar Governor of 2021, Engineer Kensley Armon Manese.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello. So, good morning, everyone who's in Qatar, and good afternoon, people in the Philippines, as well as all around the globe. Our next speaker is a graduate of Asa Cum Laude in the University of San Jose Recoletos, USJR in Cebu, with a bachelor's degree of Electronics and Communications Engineering in 2004. He currently holds several IT certifications from different IT vendors and organizations alike. He started practicing in the field of IT with the various companies in the Philippines. Firstly, as a technical engineer with Mactan South Bend Technologies. Then an IT analyst in the ITMC for controls from 2013 to 2018. He was a systems project engineer involved delivering turnkey special airport systems for Hamad International Airport from 2013 to 2015. He was with Thales Gulf from 2018 to 2020. He was leading the deployment and commissioning of Thales video systems, which include video analytics of more than 12,000 cameras and around 70 petabytes of record storage systems. He was an active volunteer of IT instructor in Comso, Phil, Riyadh, for its networking class from 2011 to 2013. Former committee head for education and technical development for ISEP Qatar, 2015 to 2016. Vice Governor Education from 2016 to 2017. Vice Governor Internal Affairs from 2017 to 2018. Vice Governor External Affairs in the year 2018 to 2019. And the immediate past governor of ISEP Qatar Chapter 2020. Engineer Carmelito B. Bernades Jr.
Good morning, everybody. Here in the Middle East, sa Europe. Good afternoon din sa atin dyan sa mga viewers sa Pinas at sa mga nanonood sa saan mang panig mundo. Thank you everyone for attending this turnover ceremony. It is considered to be one of the most momentous events within Philippine professional organizations here in Qatar. First and foremost, I would like to thank everybody, the people behind the scenes who work tirelessly to prepare for this event. Right now, I have to say yes, congratulations to all of you for the job well done. Special thanks to our PPO advisors from PICE Engineer Manugilod, from Architect EV, from PSME Engineer Ray Castillo, from IAE Engineer Robert Mabulay, and of course the inseparable duo of outgoing Chairman Siriu Caras and incoming Chairman Engineer Adonis P. Palabo. Of course, our big thanks also to Polo OWA, headed by our Labor Attaché Destica, and also from the Philippine Embassy, also Honorable Perlita Pangaliban, along with other Filipino organizations, as we would not be here without their support from the beginning. In these new times, where almost every part of the world are affected by this pandemic, we can choose to stay behind and let our frontliners anchor the fight for us. Instead, we're all here trying to contribute in our own little ways by being productive the safest way we can, which is a clear sign that we are already winning against it. The pandemic has slowed us down, but most of us did not let it stop to make our community better in whichever profession we are in. Ika nga, may sinabi ang kaibigan ko dati sa college, inspire and the universe will conspire. So let us all keep on inspiring to be the epitome of excellence in any field of specialization we are currently undertaking. For sure, it will take time, but when the rain stops, we will reap the hard work and of course our sacrifices and collaborations within our community. So, hindi ko na po mahabain pa aking part na to to give way for another part of the program. Maraming salamat po at warm welcome to each and everyone, and have a great day ahead of us. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Engineer, sorry, Hermelito Bernades, for that speech. Well, at this point in time, we will be having our key resource speaker. But of course, to formally introduce our key resource speaker for today, let us welcome, of course, the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers leader, as well as the previous chairman of the Philippine Professional Organization here in Qatar. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Engineer Gerald Managelod. Sir?
Thank you, sir. Good day, everyone. And for those who are watching through Zoom and YouTube, good day. Hereby introducing our keynote speaker in today's event. He is a resident of Baguio City and accordingly completed his AD Political Science from St. Louis University in Baguio City, for which the same university is in fact my alma mater too. He had pursued his degree in law at San Beda and San Sebastian colleges in Manila. He further pursued his MBA, Masters in Business Administration from the International Academy of Management and Economics and graduated in 1999. After having been through with his academic era, he is currently the Labor Attaché 2 of the Philippine Overseas Labor Office here in Doha, Qatar. He was the Special Assistant and Chief of Staff of the then DOLE Secretary Rosalinda D. Baldos from January 2014 to February 2015. He was the Special Projects Coordinator in the Integration Program of OFWs in the Cordillera Autonomous Region Office at Baguio City from August to December 2013. He was the Labor Attaché 2 in Kuwait from July 2011 to July 2013. Labor Attaché 1 based in Al-Khobar, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia from June 2007 to June 2011, for 4 years po yan. He was the Labor Attaché 1 based in Al-Khobar, one of the DOLE's International Labor Affairs Bureau in Manila from September 2006 to December 2007. He was the assistant to the office of the then DOLE Secretary Arturo Brion on January 2007. Assistant Labor Attaché of Polo in Taiwan and Consulate Office in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia from January 2003 to September 2006, respectively. He was the OWA officer of MECO in Taiwan from March 2000 to December 2002. The head of Publication and Information Division as an Information Officer 4 in Polo Office at Pasay City, Philippines from August 1997 to March 2000. He was the Overseas Center Coordinator of Filipino Workers Resource Center in Seoul, South Korea from June 1995 to August 1997. He was the board secretary. He was the first board secretary of Aurora State College of Technology in Baler, Aurora from February to June 1994. Legislative Staff Officer 1 and 2 of Senate Committee on Education, Arts and Culture in Manila from 1991 to 1993 respectively. And lastly, Legislative Researcher of the Office of the late Senator Edgardo Angara from June 1990 to May 1991. Now, therefore, and without further ado, again, colleagues in the PPO and guests, please join me to welcome the Honorable Labor Attaché, David Destidiga.
Thank you, Manong Gerald. I was supposed to, I forgot to mention that, not to mention the years. Ngayon marami nang alam na may edad na tayo. Well, good morning everyone. Good morning to the viewers all over the world or here in Qatar, in the Philippines. You know, we are located in the Hyatt Hotel at the old airport. I think we are in 8 rooms, 5 in each room. So it just give me a picture of what's happening here. But you know, I wish to really thank all of you for allowing me to be part of your journey. You know, the time really moves so very fast. The 5 years that I had here in Qatar ran so fast. But I thank you all for the personal friendships. The 14 KP organizations are part of my family. I am with you. I was always with you. It was so fun going into details. What I will miss was the meetings that we had, all those going into the details, looking into how to better the programs, the services, and preparing for the special professional licensure examinations. And it was really fun. When I arrived in 2015 and in 2016, I had the pleasure of working very closely with several PPO chairmen. The first was Engineer Gerald Anaguelod, the PIC Qatar. We had our times, our meetings, and let me say that we really went into nights and days. Salamat po sa support. And I also had close working relationship with architect Michael Nino Garcia. Parang ako, mukhang bata, pero may edad na rin at kailangan na mag-asawa. But he's always been there from day one that I was here, and then si Manong Jerry, and then si architect Michael Garcia. Sumunod sa kanila, si Miggy ay sa United Architects of the Philippines. Sumunod kay Miggy ay si Engineer Walter Cabreros noong 2018. Engineer Cabreros naman, very soft-spoken, very malaking mama, very soft-spoken, and really I had a fun time with him. Siya rin yung ating forerunner ng culinary program ng Polo. Diba? And then after Engineer Cabreros, nakasama ko si ating accountant, very lively, very vibrant, Mr. Jemar Tabili ng TICPA. At siya yung kaninang nag-render ng prayer. And we had a good year. So all of those years, we prepared for the special professional licensure examination. We had programs and services for the community. At pagkatapos ni Jemar, in 2020, ito na, ang ating nurse, ang president ng PNAQ, si Mr. Sirio Caras. And here we encountered challenges because of the pandemic. But still, andyan ang PPO, rendering, sila po yung partner natin na going out to the community, kaya mabilis ang tulong. Sila pong nag-link sa amin sa Ministry of Public Health. So kung hindi sa kanila, hindi naging madali o naging effective po yung ginawa natin. And then, now we have a new PPO chairman, ang ating Supremo, Engineer Adonis Palabo. So, on behalf of the Philippine Overseas Labor Office here in Doha, under the auspices of the Philippine Embassy, under the leadership of His Excellency Ambassador Alan L. Timbayan, and also in behalf of our officers at Polo, kay Welfare Officer Evelyn Maranang, Welfare Officer Maribel Carisusa, lahat po ng ating staff. I'm also joined now here at the hall with our Social Welfare Attaché, Ma'am Perlita Pangaliban. Kasama ko siya ngayon. She's been here for just a few weeks, and ang gusto ko lang masabi, at maibahagi sa PPO. Let's continue the rich tradition. I will not be far away wherever I will be. You can reach out to me. Ito yung maganda sa atin po, no, sa PPO and all the officers. You have an open communication. There is always mutual respect. There is one goal. There's a common goal. There's selfless dedication for all the leaders. That holds true to our other leaders of the other organizations who are witnessing this event right now. Of course, we have a upcoming project, and today is a beautiful day. Kasama natin ang bayanihan, kasama natin yung ibang organizations, yung Catholic community, yung Evangelical Churches Alliance in Qatar, yung Filipino Doctors Association o yung FMAC, yung Iglesia ni Cristo Qatar, yung Philippine Muslim Federation, yung Filipino Manpower Services Qatar. So marami at marami pang iba. So salamat po sa inyo, and I think this is the first time that we have gone live at maraming nanonood sa turnover ceremony na ito at nanonood din ng ating community leaders sa iba't ibang organizations. Maraming salamat. I couldn't say thank you enough. Ang dami ko sana pwedeng sabihin, but there will be time, and thank you for the personal friendship. On that note, let's continue to inspire each other. Let's continue to work together for the betterment of the lives of many. Maraming salamat po. PPO, more power sa inyo. Salamat.
All right, and that was our labor attaché, Sir David Des Decan. And of course, what's next, partner?
We are still live, Peach. So
course.
thank you so much for tuning in for this live turnover of the PPOQ chairmanship of 2021. Now, I think we would like to invite labor attaché again, Des Decan. Yes.
Please come on stage, sir. Okay, there you go. So we would like to remind everyone as well that we are still practicing COVID-19 precautions, even though we are having this kind of webinar session. And of course, to formally award our token or certificate of appreciation to our Honorable David Des Decan, let us welcome, of course, partner, our outgoing PPOQ chairman for 2020, Mr. Sirio B. Caras, and of course, the incoming chairman for the 2021, Mr. Adonis Talabo, to award the certificate or plaque of appreciation.
Right, but please allow me to read what is on the plaque of appreciation. Philippine Professional Organization Qatar, or PPOQ 2021, awards this plaque of appreciation to Honorable David Des T. Decan, Labor Attaché to the State of Qatar, in grateful recognition and appreciation of his unwavering dedication and passion to serve the Filipino community in Qatar and for his invaluable support and guidance to the Philippine Professional Organization Qatar. Given this 26th day of February 2021 at Hyatt Regency Oriental State of Qatar, signed by Ms. Mary Rosie Uy, President PPOQ Qatar, Host Chapter Chairmanship, and Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo, Chairman PPO Qatar 2021.
Okay. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, congratulations to all of our guests here right now on stage, and of course to Honorable David Des Decan for that speech. I know that all of us here in the PPOQ are inspired by what you said, and of course we will still continue to strive for a better PPOQ in the coming years.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Now, Peach, I think we should move on.
Yes, of course.
To introducing, I think this is a colleague again, and you will have again the honor of introducing our next speaker.
Okay, so let us welcome again to introduce our outgoing PPOQ chairman for 2020, because he will be giving us his report. Okay, so to introduce him, let us welcome again the Philippine Nurses Association Qatar 2019-2020 President, Ms. Mary Rose Uy.
Today, this task of introducing this person is a great privilege. For the information of everyone, I know this person since I was a child. So it is not really hard for me to introduce him. Actually, one word that can describe him: charming. Charming in a way that he can convince a person without exerting any effort. He is a man full of positivity, a person filled with so much happiness, and most of us knows him as a jolly person, and the person who always say, ang ano, si ano, at kung ano. But hearing those words makes me feel that I know him very well. Uttering only those words, I know already what he means. I believe that he is a man who happened to be born at the right time and at the right place. Who will know that during his leadership, this pandemic happened and it is really the right time for him to shine. To formally introduce, he graduated Bachelor of Science in Nursing from West Visayas State University, Iloilo City, Philippines, and passed the nursing licensure and be a full-fledged nurse last May 1994. He started working as an emergency staff nurse and promoted as a charge nurse at King Fahad General Hospital, Saudi from 1998 to 2003. He transferred to Hamad Medical Corporation as a staff nurse last June 2003 and was promoted again as a charge nurse at Shahaniya Adult Walk-in Clinic and a charge nurse also in Salal Walk-in Clinic last 2005. From 2017 up to the present, he is working as a head nurse in Hamad Medical Corporation as a charge nurse in Hamad Medical Corporation Ambulance Service HIA Department. And take note, he is also the head coordinator of Banyu High Dance Group Qatar. So he is not just a leader, he is also a dancer. So he is really a multi-talented person. He started being an officer of the Philippine Nurses Association Qatar in 2017 as an auditor and was elected to be the president last 2018 and vice president in 2019. So looking on those achievements from this person and the multi-talented one, no wonder why Philippine Nurses Association Qatar chose him to be the PPOQ Chairman 2020. I am very proud to introduce to all of you my best kuya. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 2020 PPOQ Chairman, Mr. Sergio B. Caras.
Our Labor Attaché, Honorable David S. Dicang, Madam Perlita Panganiban, Social Welfare Officer, Philippine Embassy, Doha, Qatar, Polo OWA officers and staff, my former fellow PPOQ chairman, fellow PPOQ leaders and organization members, fellow OFWs, kababayans, viewers around the world, my family who are watching now live in Bacolod, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Firstly, I just wanted to clarify that I'm a charge nurse in HIA, not a head nurse, Ma'am Rose. We are not a team because we work together. We are a team because we respect, trust, and care for each other. Firstly, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for giving me the privilege and opportunity to be the chairman of the Philippine Professional Organizations Qatar in the year 2020. It was a great opportunity bestowed in me, and that at the same time, it was a great challenge, especially that we face the global crisis. Indeed, it was a challenging year for everyone, not only for us residing here in Qatar, but everywhere in the world. We might be fortunate as we are being taken care of, and others it might be distressing or heartbreaking because of some situations in job and work, financial, health, and family issues. We are engulfed by COVID-19 for so many months and even up to now that we can't get through it. It is frustrating that we cannot go home to our beloved country and see our family because of the situation and that we are facing. It is so detrimental and painful that this virus costs to our lives. Yet, hand in hand, we are optimistic that we will pass this phase of trial. What you feel is what we have in our hearts. We do experience the same in this time of an unexpected turn of events. I know, not in the global pandemic, we have done more than the expected. Nevertheless, though the year starts and ended up the same, we push our efforts to do what is to be done. We embrace with the new normal in the planning of activities, such like this we are having as of the moment, and we are doing it virtually. In giving help to our kababayans and even risking ourselves just to reach out with them, we kept them embraced with the reminders of safety and precautions so as not to be put in the verge of infections. It is just a simple gesture, but it means a lot. It means a lot because I care and we all do care. It's been a tough year for all of us, but as the chairman of the Philippine Professional Organizations Qatar, with the help and support of our very active and very supportive Polo Owa, Sir Des, and with the Polo Owa officers and staff, and former PPOQ chairman, most especially to architect Michael Garcia and engineer Gerald Managilod, my mentors, and all the PPOQ 2020 leaders. Let me have the privilege to say thank you to all of them. Firstly, to the AFEC, Association of Philippine Educators Qatar, headed by Ma'am Cleofe Pascual, the Philippine Dentist Organization Qatar, Dr. Janice Trinidad, Philippine Association of Respiratory Practitioners Qatar, headed by Mr. Jason Pastoral, Philippine Radiologic Technologies Association in Qatar, Mr. Primo Pagdato, Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines Qatar, or the GEPQ, Engineer Henry Legaspe, Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Qatar, headed by Engineer Carmelito Bernades Jr., Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines State of Qatar, headed by Engineer Joseph Resela, Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers Qatar, headed by Engineer Sheila Medel, Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountant, headed by Mr. Ilmer Espirito, Philippine Nurses Association, of course, my beloved, Ms. Mary Rose Oy, the Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers Qatar Chapter, Engineer Rogelio Di Dios, United Architects of the Philippines Qatar, or the UAP, we are architect Miluna Aligada, and our newly member of the organization, Integrated Philippine Association of Optometrists Incorporated, Dr. Jane Cecil Kadag, and the Nutritionist Dietitian Association of the Philippines Qatar, headed by Mr. Jefferson Lacson.
Thank you to all these 14 and strong leaders. We did our best, utmost to support our fellow Filipinos who direly needed the assistance in times of crisis. In spite of all odds and challenges, we were able to have activities that binds us together and shared as a family. Modesty aside, to name all these activities, we have our oath-taking and PPOQ night, remembering our National Hero Day, Dr. Rizal, or the Rizal National Day. We celebrated with our fellow OFW who enjoyed and had fun with our traditional Filipino games, even just for a day. We conducted CSSW, or the career simulation, to our senior students of the Philippine School Doha. We also joined Qatar in celebration of the Qatar National Sports Day celebration. Special mention and thanks to the PICE Qatar, or the PICE. Review classes were conducted to our aspirants who wanted to be licensed professional and planned for the SPLE, but unfortunately, it was postponed due to the pandemic. We conducted medical missions and outreach program. And of course, during the peak of the pandemic, we helped and extend to our fellow OFWs. Special mention to the PNAQ under the leadership of Ms. Mary Rose Uy. And secondly, as I pass on the responsibility to my successor, I am wishing him the best of everything. We may not fully achieve our plans for the last year, but I pray that this year will be more successful and it will all be materialized. I pray that COVID-19 will totally perish in the face of the earth for us to continue our aim, and that is to serve without fear. Truly, a public servant will always be. I am happy to share my experiences and what I have learned. I am just here in the corner whenever you need me. Lastly, I welcome the new chairman of the PPOQ for 2021, Engineer Adonis Supremo Talabo, and his officers. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone. Stay healthy and keep safe all the time.
Thank you so much, former Chairman Sirio Bicaras, for a very heartfelt, outgoing message. I felt
that's right.
the conviction and the commitment, of course, to the PPOQ.
Yeah, of
Up
course.
next.
Of course, partner. I would like to reiterate what
Yes.
Our chairman, previous outgoing chairman, Sirio Bicaras mentioned, that we all hope that this COVID-19 will be erased
Exactly. Truly.
in all earth and even in the universe, right?
Yes.
Okay. We don't want COVID.
Yes,
All right.
of course. Up next, we would like to call in the current chairman of PPOQ, Adonis Q. Talabo, for the awarding of token for outgoing PPOQ chairman, Sirio Bicaras. If you please can proceed to the stage.
Okay. So while they are proceeding to the stage, let me read this partner, RJG, of course, to our participant, the plaque of appreciation. Let me read this one. The plaque reads, Philippine Professional Organization Qatar, PPOQ 2021 awards this plaque of appreciation to Mr. Sirio B. Caras of the Philippine Nurses Association Qatar in grateful recognition and appreciation of his continuing support, dedication, and noble contribution as the chairman of the Philippine Professional Organization in Qatar for the year 2019-2020. Given this 26th day of February 2021 at Hyatt Regency Oryx Doha, State of Qatar, signed by Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo, Chairman, PPOQ Qatar 2021, and Honorable David Des T. Deacon, Labor Attaché. All right, there we have it.
So much.
All right, congratulations. There we go. Thank you again, Chairman, for
This has been a very interesting
Yeah,
turnover
of course.
ceremony, Peach.
Yeah, of course.
Despite the condition and the regulations of
mm.
the government, of course, and the Ministry of Public Health, we are obviously practicing social distancing. And this is really interesting for me because, hosting a live
Yes.
a broadcast.
It's
and
challenging. It's challenging,
but
yes.
very interesting because I'm sure everyone worldwide is watching this turnover ceremony here in Qatar. We are live in Qatar.
Yes. Okay.
By all means, I think it's your turn.
Yeah. By all means, we need to continue this activity, of course. Of course. Now we are going to hand over. We'll proceed to the turnover ceremony and the charging of the duties and responsibilities of the chairmanship. To have this one, let us call on Engineer Gerald Managalod, of course, the PPOQ chairman in 2016, as well as the other chairman, two chairmen, to have this turnover and charging of our duties and responsibilities.
So may we please call on Engineer Gerald T. Managelod, Chairman Sirio Bicaras,
and Chairman Adonis Talabo.
Thank you very much. Yes. Hello. Okay. Seems like we are now ready. Check to check. Hand over the administration of PPOQ. Ladies and gentlemen of the world, please witness the handing over of responsibilities from the former chairman to the new chairman. Go ahead, please.
Colleagues, the Philippine Professional Organizations Qatar, with the PPOQ, I am now handing over to the next chairman, the administration of the Philippine Professional Organizations Qatar.
Please.
As an emblem of your office, take this key and PPOQ banner into your safekeeping. Use it well. Guide the organization members to whom you shall both lead and serve.
Okay. The handover has just been done. Thank you very much, former PPOQ Chairman, Mr. Serge Caras. Now then, Engineer Adonis Talabo, congratulations. PPOQ has conferred upon you its highest office and a vital role to the organization's prosperity under your administration. As the charging officer, along with the former PPOQ chairman and the presidents and governor of the organization's members, we shall bear witness in this handing over of duties and responsibilities unto you, Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo, as the new PPO chairman. Now and therefore, this says, yes, I am, if you agree with this pledges. Now and therefore, are you ready to assume your duties and responsibilities being the new PPOQ chairman?
Yes, I am.
Thank you, sir. To uphold the mission and vision of the organization and minister with due diligence in accordance with the Memorandum of Agreement.
Yes, I am.
Presides over the general supervision of the organization's activities.
Yes, I am.
Sorry. To continue. Collaborate and or interact with the embassy as advised and when a need arises.
Yes, I am.
Supports and collaborate with Polo prior, during, and after the conduct of ESPLE and its other social and charitable programs.
Yes, I am.
Collaborate with the Filipino community in matters of community services.
Yes, I am.
And lastly, Engineer Adonis, to preserve, and most importantly, to preserve the integrity of PPOQ being an apolitical and non-business or non-profit entity.
Yes, I am.
Thank you, sir. Now then, having heard the pledges from the new PPOQ chairman, please join me in welcoming the new PPOQ chairman, Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo from ISEP Qatar. Okay, handing over is done. Can we have the banner, please? And now we have the picture taking. May I request the 2020 President and Ma'am Rosway, who was coming forward to the stage for the picture taking. This, if you can please witness the Thank you, and a round of applause for the new chairman of 2021 PPOQ Qatar.
And of course, that was the turnover. But of course, congratulations to our incoming chairman for 2021, Mr. Engineer Adonis Talabo. And of course, just to have a recap on what we have done and to introduce as well, let's welcome again Mr. Sirio Bicaras on stage together with Miss Engineer Adonis Talabo and of course, our Honorable David Des Deacon.
Shall we read again
Yeah, sure.
the
Can you-
message from the plaque of appreciation? From the Philippine Professional Organization of Qatar, PPOQ 2021, awards this plaque of appreciation to Mr. Sirio B. Caras of the Philippine Nurses Association Qatar in grateful recognition and appreciation of his continuing support, dedication, and noble contribution as the chairman of the Philippine Professional Organization Qatar for the year 2019-2020. This is a very esteemed colleague of yours. Given this 26th day of February 2021 at the Hyatt Regency Oryx Hotel, Doha, State of Qatar, and signed by,
of course, Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo, the chairman of PPOQ 2021, and
of course, our current labor attaché, Honorable David Des T. Deacon.
all right, there we go. Well, of course, now the picture taking isn't going. Congratulations, of course, Mr. Sirio B. Caras. All right, and that was it. Thank you, our Honorable Labor Attaché David Des Deacon, and of course, our incoming chairman for the PPOQ 2021, Engineer Adonis Talabo.
And before that, again, before that plaque of appreciation, we also had the charging of the responsibilities to the
Yes, ma'am.
current, to the incoming 2021 PPOQ chairmanship. Please excuse us, by the way, and myself, because we're a little bit struggling with the mask.
Yeah,
But as I
it's a
said,
challenge that
it's very
was accepted.
challenging.
Actually.
It's very challenging speaking
Yeah.
and continue speaking with the mask on. But nevertheless,
Okay.
we are here to serve. And of course, we shall continue with our program.
I hope our participants right now are still live streaming.
Oh,
and
yes.
Don't
Yes.
forget to click that bell button as well, the subscribe button on
Right.
our YouTube page as well.
How many subscribers do you have? I'm curious.
I'm
I
not
think
pretty
there's
sure.
a lot. And
Yeah.
after this, I'm sure there will be more.
Yeah.
Okay. So to introduce the incoming chairman of PPOQ 2021, may we please call in the PPOQ Secretary 2021 and IECEP Qatar Governor of 2018, none other than Engineer Sherwin C. Ricaflanca.
Hello. All right. Good morning, everyone, and hello, world. Our incoming chairman needs no introduction to many of you. And if I'll be reading through all his accomplishments, I might need an hour. So I'll make it short and simple. Our new chairman, AQT, as we fondly call him, arrived in Qatar in 2008 and rose from the ranks from engineer to projects manager. In 2013, together with Engineer Jenard Ardier, our PPOQ chairman 2015, founded the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Qatar chapter and became our governor in 2015. And from then on, he became an active member of the community. He was the Philippine International School Qatar PTA BOD president in 2016 and founder of the Katipong Southern Leyteño Qatar, which he organized in 2017. He was awarded as the Outstanding Electronics of the Engineer of the Year by ISET during the 2018 National General Assembly in Limcatkay, Cagayan de Oro. He was also awarded by the Philippine Professional Regulatory Commission as the Outstanding Professional of the Year for Electronics Engineering in 2019. This is the highest award bestowed by the Commission upon a professional. Awarded during the PRC Awards night at the Manila Hotel. And without further ado, may I present you our 2021 PPOQ Chairman, Master of Engineering, Professional Electronics and Communications Engineer, ASEAN Chartered Professional Engineer, ASEAN Engineer, Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo.
Thank you, Brad Sherwin. Good morning sa lahat ng nanonood. To our labor attaché, Honorable Des David Dikang, a very supportive labor attaché to the professional organization. To Madam Perlita Panganiban, Social Welfare Attaché. And of course, I want to call these guys one by one, since I believe in their wisdom, elders to. Anyway, mga 13 ano lang naman to, 13 names. They are the former chairman of PPOQ. So the founder, Engineer Rinaldo B. Castillo, 2009. Engineer Eric Garcia, 2010 from PICE. And Engineer Castillo is from SME or Mechanical Engineering. Architect Isaias B. Tabuso, 2011 from UAP. Engineer Robert Mabulay, 2012 from IIEE. And Mr. Lendon Magsino, 2013 from PICPA. Mr. Frank C. Hamandre, 2014 from PNAQ. Engineer Ginard B. Alier from ISEP Qatar. Engineer Gerald P. Magalinod from PICE 2016. Architect Michael Nino Garcia, 2017 from UAP. Engineer Voltaire Cabreros, 2018 from IIEE. Mr. Jimar Tabili from PICPA. And our outgoing PPO chairman, Mr. Sergio Caras from PNAQ. And of course, to the PPOQ officers, secretaries, Engineer Jaime Fortaleza and Engineer Sherwin Caplanca, and the treasurer, Ma'am Meros Oy. And the other respected organization presidents, officers, and members, friends, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Parang tapos na ang speech ko. Greetings in the genuine spirit of public service. I am a proud member of the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines in Qatar. I am most honored and humbled to be chosen chairman of the PPOQ 2021 to lead the 13th year of our organization, and with the help and support of our 14 strong, united leaders. The impact of COVID-19 crisis has been unprecedented, and yet we in Qatar, just like what the Philippine Professional Organization is conducting right now, has proved resiliency and building a groundwork for rebound and response to the crisis. A turnover of responsibilities in an event like this is an opportune moment to evaluate how far we have come and how far we have yet to go in your professional endeavors. The profundity of innerness of PPO Qatar mission to advance the welfare of its members and development and prestige of the profession and to be a dynamic force in nation building and to contribute to the development of our economy has long been evident. I will do my best to meet the challenge. Our organization has been built on a strong leadership foundation. That's why minention ko yung isa-isa yung mga former chairman. And I am fortunate to have a member professional organization that is fully committed to the ideal of service and continues to go the extra mile in building and carrying out the many worthwhile projects, plans, and services that we undertake for the benefit of our members and community. My fellow PPOQ, in the work ahead of us, we're going to need each other. We need all our commitments to preserve through this difficult time in terms of mobility. We must face this pandemic as one strong organization. To the newly installed officers, as well as the new members of PPO Qatar, we are challenged in embodying professionalism, integrity, leadership, excellence, and social responsibility. I cherish the hope for all of us to work together to support and empower the advocacy of PPO Qatar, especially in this time of uncertainty. We must be the light for each other, not because you are unfailingly strong, but because you share the unfailing vulnerability and resilience of moving through this tough time together. To the outgoing officers, keep the torch of PPOQ Qatar burning by continuing your commitment and active involvement in the pursuit to keep up with the organization's vision. The global health pandemic has shined a glaring light to the constraints and hurdles we are facing today that we cannot afford to be pessimistic. I understand that PPO was primarily formed for SPLA or Special Professional Licensure Examination, but we can do more. Please allow me to share with you and lay down the plans and programs of PPOQ that will include the following. Maybe we can extend our expertise to the community as PPOQ. It can be here in Qatar or in the Philippines. Maximize the advantages of the current situation. So we are now online, so we can do more through online. And we are not limited sa area natin. We can expand through the Philippines. Land projects, maybe career guidance orientation in the Philippines. So online. We can have also webinar on awareness of current COVID-19 for the whole PPO community. Blood donation, we can do it maybe every 4 months. We completed one last week. Then we can have medical mission to our kabayan if allowed by the authorities. Collaboration webinars for the engineers like building services. We know that building is not only for civil engineers. Meron siyang electrical, architect, mechanical, and most of the engineering fields. So maybe we can do one webinar that will cover all the services. And same with the medical practitioners. So maybe they have also shared webinar na related silang lahat. And of course, the secret, mamaya ko na sabihin, one of the project that will be completed in how many, maybe in 3 hours, makumpleto na yon through the support of our very active labor attaché, Bigkang. And also, we have Philippine School of Duha Career Simulation Seminar, which is ongoing. We have like around 10 weeks to complete this project. And other proposals, I received many proposals from different organizations. So we can discuss with the group, and I need approval sa mga proposal so that we can implement. Okay, malapit na. Again, I am delighted of your presence this morning. It is actually a manifestation of your support to our turnover ceremony and the launching of our secret music video. I would like to say that the road ahead will be challenging. Unpredictability will continue to roll, but let me tell you that the pandemic has revealed anything. It is the opportunity for us to work hand in hand as one, to work together, to learn together, to grow together. Now, more than ever, we must dare to create a difference in the face of unimagined challenges ahead. Best of luck sa ating lahat. And daghang salamat. Mabuhay ang PPOQ at ang manggagawang Pilipino.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our PPOQ chairman for 2021, Engineer Adonis Talabo. Congratulations, sir. And of course, as well as to the all organizations who are here around. Yes, correct. When you said that we are here to unite and build together despite of the challenges this pandemic has to offer. We are here to support you and show our dedication as we gear towards 2021 and beyond. Okay, so well, that's it. At this juncture, we will be calling Chairman Sirio Bicaras as well as our previous chairman to have awards for the different or various organizations here in Qatar. Let us welcome them. All right, while we are waiting for the other organizations to come in, let me read the following certificates of appreciation. The citation reads, Philippine Professional Organization Qatar PPOQ 2021 awards this certificate of appreciation to the name of the organization in grateful recognition and appreciation of its unwavering dedication and invaluable participation in upholding the mission and vision as member of the Philippine Professional Organization Qatar PPOQ. Given this 26th day of February 2021 at Hyatt Regency Oryx Hotel, Doha, State of Qatar. Signed by Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo, the current PPOQ Chairman for 2021, and Honorable David Des Dekan, the Labor Attaché, Doha, Qatar. So I will be calling one by one the different organizations receiving the certificate. Yeah, I would like to request one representative. Okay, so it will be awarded virtually as well. So we are really adapting to the current times of this pandemic. So I would like to award this, of course, first to the ICEP Qatar. Okay. Okay, let's call on the chairman as well. There we have it. And we have here on stage our previous and of course current PPOQ chairman. Okay. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are still live via YouTube as well as Zoom webinar. Okay. Okay, so let me again read the plaque, and I will be awarding this one to the organization as well. So again, the Philippine Professional Organization Qatar PPOQ 2021 awards this certificate of appreciation to the Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers Incorporated State of Qatar Chapter, or IIEE SQC, in grateful recognition and appreciation of its unwavering dedication and inviolable participation in upholding the mission and vision as member of the Philippine Professional Organization Qatar PPOQ. Given this 26th day of February 2021 at Hyatt Regency Oryx Hotel Doha, State of Qatar, signed by, of course, the current PPOQ chairman, Des Dekan. Okay, there we have it. And the same certificate, of course, citation is hereby awarded to the PICE Qatar. Okay, at this moment, we will be awarding first our token or plaque for our incoming chairman for the PPOQ 2021, Engineer Adonis Talabo. So, there you have it. Congratulations. Okay, let us proceed and move on to our program. So the same, of course, citation. Okay, let me call in my partner, Ms. RJG. Oh, can you please hand over to us the plaque? Yes, of course.
The Philippine Professional Organization Qatar PPOQ 2021 awards the Certificate of Appreciation to the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers Qatar Chapter PICE Qatar in grateful recognition and appreciation of its unwavering dedication and invaluable participation in upholding the mission and vision as member of the Philippine Professional Organization Qatar, given on this 26th day of February 2021 at Hyatt Regency Oryx Hotel, Doha, State of Qatar. This is signed by our current PPOQ Chairman, Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo, and of course, our Labor Attaché, Honorable David Des T. Dicam.
Let us call in President Mark Anthony Abandan to receive the certificate for the PICE Qatar.
The Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers Qatar Chapter.
Okay, so at this point in time, the same citation will be awarded to the Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers Incorporated, State of Qatar, represented by their president, President Rudelin Reyes, I'm sorry.
Maybe please ask the president of all the organizations to be on standby so that we can award in a orderly manner the certificate of appreciation. Up next.
You ready up it?
Of course, may we call in the current president of the Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants, Doha Qatar Chapter, or PICPA Doha. That is none other than Mr. Alvin R. Pulido. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations.
Up next is the president. May we call on, please, the president of the Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers in Qatar, Engineer Michael T. Serben. Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers Qatar Chapter, the current president, Engineer Michael T. Serben. Up next, congratulations, sir. Up next, the organization that is very close to my heart because we have a lot of these in their family. Please may we call on the representative of the United Architects of the Philippines Qatar Chapter, the current president, Mario Herman Macaranas. We are now awarding the United Architects of the Philippines. I think we are calling Architect Macaranas. May we call in, of course. Up next is the current president. Oh, before that, thank you so much, sir. Currently awarding is Architect Mario Herman Macaranas, the current United Architects of the Philippines Qatar Chapter president. And of course, an honor to be co-hosting. To be awarded next is the current president of the Philippine Nurses Association. None other than my co-host for today's event, Mr. Peach Dale Esloyo. Please be on standby, Engineer Kensley Armon Manese. Please be on standby. We are awarding the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines, Engineer Kensley Armon F. Manese. Up next is the Filipino Radiographers Association of Qatar. Please be on standby. Up next, may we call on, please, the President, Mr. Primo Pagdato, Filipino Radiographers Association of Qatar. Please be on standby, Association of Filipino Educators. We are currently awarding Filipino Radiographers Association Qatar Incorporated, represented by Primo Pagdato, the current president. Thank you so much. Congratulations. May we call on the current president, Cleofe P. Macaraeg Pascual, Association of Filipino Educators Qatar. Represented by Architect Michael on behalf of the Association of Filipino Educators Qatar. Please be on standby, Filipino Association of Respiratory Practitioners in Qatar. Please be on standby, Filipino Association of Respiratory Practitioners in Qatar. May we call in the current president, Mr. Gaison Pastoral, currently awarding Filipino Association of Respiratory Practitioners in Qatar, represented by their president, Mr. Gaison Pastoral. Please be on standby, Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines. May we call in, please, the current president and representative of the Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines, Engineer Mervin D. Bidania, currently awarding the Geodetic Engineers of the Philippines, represented by their president, Engineer Mervin D. Bidania. Please be on standby, Filipino Dentists Organization in Qatar. Congratulations. May we call in the representative and the current president of the Filipino Dentists Organization in Qatar, Dr. Christian Marvin A. de la Cruz, Filipino Dentists Organization in Qatar. Please be on standby, Nutritionists Dietitians Association. We are currently awarding the Filipino Dentists Organization in Qatar, represented by their president, Dr. Christian Marvin A. de la Cruz. Congratulations. May we please call on a representative or the president of the Nutritionists Dietitians Association of the Philippines, Qatar chapter, Ms. Michelle M. Calapano. Yes, ma'am. Nutritionists and Dietitians Association of the Philippines, Qatar chapter, the president, Ms. Michelle M. Calapano. Congratulations. And last but definitely not the least, thank you so much. Congratulations. And last but not the least, the Integrated Philippine Association of Optometrists, Qatar, represented by the current president, Dr. Jane Cecil Haddad, and is going to be represented by Dr. Didencio Mainiga. Dr. Didencio Mainiga, representing the Integrated Philippine Association of Optometrists in Qatar. Congratulations to all the leaders and the organizations of the PPOQ. Partner?
Yeah, there we go. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 14 strong and united Philippine professional organizations here in Qatar. Congratulations to all. Yeah. How was it, partner?
As I said, it has been a very challenging from 9 o'clock until now it's 11. I think
So,
we're way ahead of time.
Yeah, of course.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Despite all the challenges of technical difficulties we're experiencing on Zoom.
Yeah, that's part
and
of
on
the
Facebook.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Nevertheless,
Mhm.
we shall proceed.
Okay.
Before we proceed
Mhm.
to our next activity, which is, I think, everyone's favorite,
Mhm.
lunch break. Lunch break. But before that, I think we have a couple of friends and esteemed guests that we would like to say thank you to.
Okay.
Partner,
Yeah,
would you like
actually, we like to acknowledge all our participants here who have attended this webinar session, and of course, all the member organizations and their presidents and the officers as well. And of course, we would like to acknowledge, partner,
Yes.
the different or various chairmen of the Philippine Professional Organizations Qatar, starting off with
Of course, the former chairman in 2009 of PSME, Dr. Reynaldo Castillo.
Castilia.
Before that,
Okay.
I think we will have a slide presentation.
Yes, actually, partner, this kind of organization is, as what have Engineer Adonis mentioned a while ago,
Right.
that this organization was formed because of the board exam or the special
Yes,
professional license
yes.
examinations. However, PPOQ does not stop there. There are various activities that would encourage leadership, encourage camaraderie, as well as encourage unity among the different organizations, Filipino organizations here in Qatar.
And I think it's a very good initiative
Mhm.
that the POQ has introduced,
Yes.
because it gives opportunities for
Mhm.
non-licensed professionals, and now I'm sure licensed because of
Yes.
this, the advocacy
The
of this.
aspirants.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Very proud of this leadership
Mhm.
of the one here. And I heard that this is not only in Qatar, correct? It's all over the world, obviously.
Yeah, of course, there's a forming leadership all over the world.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
So I would like to remind our participants again that please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as to click the bell button so you will be notified as well.
Because I heard there will be a grand reveal later
Mhm.
on.
I'm excited about
right?
that. Actually, to be honest with you,
You haven't seen
I have
it?
not seen it.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay.
Was
Yeah.
it produced here in Doha? or-
Yes, it's produced in Doha. Yeah. It's a project.
It's going to
Okay.
be very, very interesting.
Mm.
And I think very shortly, a presentation will be flashing on your screens as soon as these technical difficulties we're encountering
Mhm. Yeah.
will be resolved.
Actually, my partner RJ, Georgie,
Yes.
is part of the Kabayan FM
Oh, yes.
94.3.
Yes.
It's a privilege actually to have you here.
I would likewise, as I said, Mr. Peach,
Uh,
I would like also to invite everyone, of
Mhm.
course, to follow and like and subscribe to our Facebook page, Kabayan 943, and all our socials on Instagram, on YouTube.
mhm.
We are also very active in, of course, giving out information
Yes.
because we are the only Filipino radio station here in Qatar. Once again, it's Kabayan Radio 943 here in Doha.
Okay, I
Mhm.
think it's now
I
on
think
the
we're ready.
screen.
Right.
Okay, so let's welcome our previous PPO chairman, starting off with partner.
This is, I would like to introduce and acknowledge, of course, the PPOQ former chairman of 2009 from PSME, Dr. Reynaldo B. Castillo.
Yes, that is from the mechanical engineers part.
Right,
Of course,
exactly.
in 2010, there is, I'm sorry, I would like to apologize for this. I mentioned PICE, it's PICE, or the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers in Qatar. Chairman for 2010 PPOQ, Engineer Eric Garcia. I'm sorry for that.
All right. Now, the PPOQ former chairman of 2011
Mhm.
from the United Architects of
Oh,
the
you're
Philippines.
familiar with
yes,
this.
very
Okay.
familiar. Is none other than architect Isaias B. Tabuzo Jr.
Welcome as well, sir. And in 2012, the PPO was headed by the electronic engineers, headed by Engineer Robert Mabulay.
And in 2013, the PPOQ former chairman was from the PICPA, which is Mr. Lyndon Magsino.
Yes, it was from the accountant as well. Now, in 2014, it was headed, of course, from my organization, which is the Philippine Nurses Association Qatar, headed that time by Mr. Frank C. Amandre.
And in 2015,
Mhm.
partner,
Mhm.
the former chairman is from the IECEP Qatar, none other than, of course, Engineer Genard B. Aler.
That's from the Electrics Communications Engineers. And in 2016, there is the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers, headed by Engineer Gerald Managalod, who you have seen previously on our screen.
Right,
Mm.
right. And in 2017, once again,
Yeah.
it always lands on my turn. Of course, the representative from the United Architects of the Philippines in Qatar, architect Michael Nino Garcia.
Yeah, also proud to have this one in 2018. The electronic engineers had Engineer Voltaire Caberos as the PPOQ chairman in that year, 2018.
Yes. And in 2019, of
Mm.
course, this is a representative from the PICPA, that is none other than Mr. Jemar Tabili.
Yeah, he was the one who led our invocation this morning.
Right.
Thank you, sir. And in 2020, of course, so this was headed by our very own Mr. Sirio Vicaras, the Philippine Nurses Association Qatar. And in 2021, who is our PPOQ?
None other than a representative from the IECEP Qatar, Engineer Adonis Q. Talabo.
And that was it. Well, of course, thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and as well as to our newly elected, the new chairman, the new treasurer and secretary. Of course, congratulations to all of you and to all the newly elected officers of various PPOQ member organizations. Okay, so that was it, partner.
This sums up or wraps up the first part of our program. You will be shortly enjoying your lunch wherever you are.
Yeah.
Or dinner or breakfast.
Wherever you are in the world, whatever time zone you are in.
Right. So we will be back with you very shortly after this quick lunch break.
Okay, so again, guys, do not leave your Zoom webinar, because at around what time will be next? Around 1 o'clock or 1:30, we will be starting the next session of our activity, which is,
of course, a very exciting launching.
Oh, I'm
of
excited about
a
that.
secret project, I
Okay,
heard.
a secret project.
But we kind of gave a hint earlier today.
All right.
I'm sure you are all standing by and tuning in and can't wait to see.
Me as well. I cannot wait.
Now I'm very curious. I'm very curious. But please enjoy your lunch, and we will be back with you shortly, hopefully with my partner.
Yeah.
Hopefully. No.
Hold that phone, because don't exit yet, because we will be having a lunch break for now.
Yes.
And we will be right back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And this has been Peach and
your host, RJ Georgie.
We are saying thank you and see you later. Okay, goodbye.